What's up, guys? So if you're watching this video, it's probably because you're either gonna take an Asvab test soon, or you took the Picat at home, or you're not sure what a Picat is, or you're not sure how to do whatever you have to do for the Asvab. So I'm gonna make it quick. Let's basically the Asvab. If you've got an idea, if you want to join the military, any branch, you're gonna have to take this test, and this test is gonna basically give you some kind of score, and the score is gonna be able to distinguish which jobs you qualify for, which ones you don't. The Picat, it's something that recruiters offer, and when they offer it to you, that you either take it at the recruiter office or you can take it at home. So like how I have my laptop here, I can just take it at home. Obviously you can cheat, right? So these are my recommendations. Okay, so if you're going to take the Picat at home, and you shouldn't, but if you decide that you want to cheat, and if that's the route you take, one thing that I will recommend to you is know what you got right and know what you got wrong. Okay, because it's not going to be easy for you to master it once you go, because you're going to have to go back in and verify your test at Meps, and you're not going to have any help. You're not going to have this. You're not going to have any type of tools to give you these answers that you were able to come up with here. So if you do decide to cheat on your Picat, make sure you know the material as far as like certain math problems, certain science stuff, electricity stuff, workshop stuff. So and I am going to give you guys a tip that I would recommend. So look, listen, hear me out. If you decide that a lot of questions that people have is basically like, is it the same questions on the Picat test? When I took my Picat at home, I had basically a whole list of questions, like, you know, the regular exam that we take for the Asvab, which is just your general, like, I think it's 10 different things. And I personally didn't 100% do it like just with my knowledge. I personally went in and I maybe searched up a certain things that I wasn't sure about, because I wanted to get the highest score that I could possibly get. I finished the test, called my recruiter, and I was like, hey, I'm done. What did I get? He said, you did good. Now you just have to do the same thing when you go to Meps. So I was sweating. I was just like, oh my gosh. So he scheduled me 2 weeks out, and I was like, oh hey, like I gotta just knock this out. And okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just finish it. So I studied, like, because I know that I wasn't gonna have anything to help me at all. I started studying. I got this app, like on I have an iPhone, so I got an application from the App Store. Started studying that. I started to review all my math. I started to just review a whole lot of stuff, science stuff, everything that I thought, I started reviewing for. So how did my experience go? Basically, I went into Meps 2 weeks later after studying. But a little background, I am in college and I have been doing math and I have been like doing sciences and stuff like that. So I have a broad idea of a lot of general things. When I say like I searched up stuff, it was like things that maybe I had forgot. But to be honest, like, or to be fair, I didn't know a lot of the information. So I go in there to take my Asvab test, and I seen a video of some other guy on YouTube. He says that it was the exact same test. Is it the exact same test? I guess that's what you're wondering. I think it's like 90% chance that you will get the exact same test. But do not get greedy. That's where it comes back to what I said at the beginning. If you didn't know something in your Picat, make sure you do not know it when you verify. Don't try to excel and do more. You have to level the playground. Like, if you got it wrong, and you know the right answer, don't get it right. Don't get it right. If you got it right, get it right. I try to get some wrong, and I try to get some right that I knew were right. But it didn't work out for me, and I was off. And the reason I was off from, I think it's like a 10-point differential, and I was off. So I was so sad because I was just like praying, like, God, let me verify this, let me verify this, and then boom, shoots me to the full Asvab test. Luckily, I took the Asvab. I was sitting there for like 3 hours taking my Asvab, and when I finished, I was just waiting for my results, and I ended up doing pretty decent, and everything went good. If you want to know my score, ask me in the comments and I'll tell you my score. But I did good, and so I was really happy. But I will say this: prepare yourself. You know, in case you do have to take the actual ASVAB, prepare yourself. Like, don't just go in there thinking like the verification test and you're good. But if you are gonna just rely on the verification test, what you get wrong, get wrong. What you get right, get right. And just in case, if all fails, study. Review your math, review your sciences, get the app, do practice tests. That's what really helped me a lot. That by the time I had to do the full test, I had got so much fed into me of these kind of similar questions. Boom, I ended up knocking out a lot of stuff, especially the electricity part, knocked it out, mathematics, knocked it out. So it's actually not a hard test. It's actually easier, I think, than what I was expecting. But if you're sweating, if you're scared, if you're anxious, like, oh my gosh, just remember, if you took the Picat at home, what you get wrong, get wrong. What you get right, get right. Don't try to excel here or do better or raise your score. Don't do that. Don't do it. You're gonna have to take the full Asvab if you do that. So good luck. I would say study, and if you guys have any other questions, let me know down in the comments below. Peace.